this video, we will cover how to create customers in the majority of the fields found within the customer profile. This video will focus on creating a new customer, but the information covered is useful for both creating and updating customer information. This video was created using version 2.8.034 of FlexiBake. If you are using a different version of the program, there may be some variance from what is seen in this video. For further support, please click the FlexiBake logo found in the bottom left corner of the program to be brought to our support page. To create a new customer, first enter the Sales Center and then click on New Customer. Note, if updating an existing customer, we would click on Maintain Customers and then open the customer's profile by double-clicking. The first field to enter is the basic information. Begin with the company name, your contact at that company, their telephone number, toll-free number, fax, and mobile numbers if required, and your contact's email for sending reports. To email invoices and statements, specific contacts and emails must be set up in the field at the bottom of the screen. Once the contact information has been entered, select if this customer is a retail or wholesale customer, and then move down to the tabbed area of the screen. First, enter the bill to address. Click OK to save the address. If the ship to address is different from the bill to address, enter this here as well. Enter the customer's website if required, and create a category for your customer. To do this, first click the Category button, then the New button, name the category, click OK, and OK again to return to the previous window. Customer categories can be used to filter the results of numerous reports. For examples of some of these reports, please view our training video titled Production Reports. Along the right-hand side of the window, enter in when they became a customer, and their default currency. The default currency is a required field of the new customer window, as it will be automatically populated when creating new sales orders for your customers. Enter the DUNS number if required, and then add the salesperson associated with this customer. To add a new salesperson, please review our new employee training video. Enter an alert for this customer if you would like the system to induce a pop-up notification when creating new sales orders for this customer. Click OK to save this record, and FlexiBake will prompt you to review the other areas of the customer profile. Click OK to continue. Now, along the bottom of the screen, enter in additional contacts within the company and what documentation they require. The documentation options are invoice, statement, sales order, and delivery slip. For example, if the company accountant is named John Doe, and he is the accountant, I would enter this information here, and if he requires a copy of the invoice, the statement, and the sales order, I would check these boxes. Next, enter his email so these documents can be sent directly to him. Next, determine whether or not the customer is a master account. Master accounts are used when you are dealing with a main or head office that manages a number of the customers or locations that you deliver to. By using master accounts, you are able to provide the master account with consolidated billing. If the customer is a master account, check this box. If you would like invoices and statements to be consolidated for this customer, that is, delivered only to the master account, then check the respected boxes. First for invoices, and then for statements. The sub-account credit notes in favor of master checkbox grants the master account the ability to apply the credits to any of their subordinate accounts rather than needing to apply it to the sub-account the credit was originated from or for. Click OK to save this record. To assign subsidiary locations to a master account, click Activities at the top of the screen, and under the Accounting tab, select Maintain Master Accounts. Select the master account from the Master Account dropdown, and then drag associated customers from the left box to the right box. Once all linked locations have been added, click the Close button to return to the previous window. For information regarding dealer accounts, please watch our training video titled Dealer Settlement. Now, click the Order Details tab. From the top of this tab, you have the option to enter in the order default values such as loading port, destination city and country, delivery terms, and packaging. To add information to one of these fields, first click the button to the left of the dropdown, click New, add the data, click OK, and OK again to return to the previous window. Then, select the Enter Data from the dropdown. The other fields in this area allow you to add a default ship from location, if you have multiple warehouses or production facilities, as well as a customer reference and vendor number. If you are delivering to multiple areas of one location, for example the kitchen, the conference hall, and the bakery of a hotel, then often duplicate line items will appear on an invoice in a specific sequence to aid the driver in their delivery. FlexiBake will automatically combine all duplicate line items if the Do Not Duplicate Line Items option is not checked. The option to not combine duplicate line items is available in Administration, Preferences, under the Sales tab, and in the Combine Duplicate Line Items checkbox. In the example I just spoke about, this customer would also need the invoice in a specific order, so the Do Not Sort line items must be checked, otherwise FlexiBake will automatically sort the order as selected through the Preferences in Administration, Preferences, again in the Sales tab, and in the Line Item Sort Order drop-down preference options. Enter the expected order days and times for this customer, which will allow us to use the Daily Order Log feature. For more information regarding order logs, please view our training video, Daily Order Log. When setting the expected order days and preferred delivery times, ensure there is a checkbox on days that are expected to have orders and deliveries. Next, set the time for those days by clicking on the hour and entering it in, or by using the arrows found on the side of the box. If orders and deliveries are expected at the same time daily, you can set the time by clicking on a preferred time and clicking Set All. Comments entered in the box below expected order days will be seen on the daily order log. Next, add this customer's preferred delivery times as well. Add any specific delivery instructions you have for this customer. For example, if your drivers will need to know to use the back loading bay, enter this here. Delivery instructions will be seen on the route delivery slip and the route delivery log. For more information on these documents, please view our training video, Generate and Print Route Delivery Slips. In packaging instructions, enter specific requests this customer may have, such as all products must be packaged in brown paper bags. Packaging instructions will be shown on the consolidated packing report, individual packing report, and packing list. Enter the default delivery period if you have one created. If not, please review our training video titled Manage Routes. Select a style for this customer's route delivery slip, specifically whether the value should be displayed or hidden. An example of why you would want to have an RDS style with hidden values would be if your customer did not want staff at the receiving bay to view financial information. You could send the RDS with the driver and email the invoice to the customer's accounting department. Now, if you are printing labels in-house, you can create and assign a label template to this customer. For more information, please see our video titled Label Template. If all customers can send back products as returns for a sale refund percentage, this can be entered through Administration, Preferences, and within the Sales tab. First, click Allow Product Returns, and next, enter the percentage refunded on returns. Clicking Set for All Customers will set this default refund percentage for all customers. If only specific customers receive returns or certain refund percentages, they can be entered right on the customer's profile. So, clicking Close to return to the customer's profile. Here, if I check Allow Returns, I can set a refund percentage custom for this customer. There is also the ability to invoice net of returns, which is used when doing weekly returns. Specifically, this option will automatically apply credited amounts to the total of the weekly invoice sent to the customer. Now, click on the Billing Details tab. First, click the Account Numbers button and enter their internal account number, as well as their accounts receivable, sales, and discount account numbers. Once this information has been entered, click Update to save it, and Close to return to the previous window. If you plan to process the customer's credit card directly through FlexiBake, enter their credit card information by clicking the Credit Card Details button. Next, select the price tier this customer is associated with from the drop-down. For more information on price tiers, please watch our Enter a Product training video. Enter this customer's payment terms. If the list is blank, payment terms can be added by clicking Activities, Accounting Related, and Maintain Payment Terms. To create a new payment term, click New, found in the bottom left corner. Name the payment term, enter the payment details, and click OK to save. Now, click the X in the top right corner to return to the previous window, and select the payment term from the drop-down. Next, set the customer's tax profile. If there are no options for the tax profile drop-down, they can be added through Administration, Maintain Sales Tax Profiles. Add the new tax profile by clicking on the Tax Profile button, click New, and enter a display name and a description for the tax. Click OK, and OK again to return to the previous window. Now, click the Tax button, click New, and enter a code, a name, the rate of the tax, if you would like it to be displayed on the invoice, your tax number, the associated GL account number and name, and the tax authority. Once entered, click Add, close to return to the previous window, select the tax from the drop-down, and click the Add button. Now, click the OK button. If the customer is your retail storefront or someone who will not be billed through FlexiBake, check the non-billable checkbox. If this customer is tax exempt, enter the tax exempt number. FlexiBake can automatically calculate discounts for you. In the discount surcharge grid, enter the minimum value their order must be and what that minimum order value will generate in a discount percentage. For example, if they always receive a discount of 5%, the order value field would be 0 and the discount would be 5. If they receive a discount of 10% on orders over $1,000, I would enter this as an order value of 1,000 and the discount as 10. Specify the billing frequency for this customer and the credit limit to alert order takers when the account is over their limit. If you charge this customer a freight or delivery charge, enter this total here. Now, enter if you charge the freight charge on all orders or on orders under a certain minimum amount. Select the tax profile associated with the freight charge. Generally, all invoice settings are found in Administration, Preferences, and under the Billing tab. If you would like this customer to receive a custom memo on their invoice, type the memo here. If you would like the specific customer's invoice to show additional information, such as a nutrition facts panel, ingredient statement, or alternative language ingredient statement, check the associated boxes. If choosing to display a nutrition facts panel on the invoice, select the nutrition facts panel style from the drop-down. If you would like a custom invoice, please contact your sales representative or sales@flexibake.com to find out more about our custom invoice options and pricing. In the bottom right corner, enter the default methods that you would like the customer to receive their invoices and statements. As of June 2014, only email and mail are live options. Email will send the documents through email, whereas mail will print the document for you when printing invoices and statements, as seen in our Generate and Print Route Delivery Slips training video. For EDI export template information, please refer to FlexiBake's support page and read the EDI Setup Help document. Next, move to the Notes and Correspondence tab. From here, enter the preferred language this customer wants to be contacted in. To add either notes or correspondence history, click the associated New button, enter the information, and click OK to save. Notes will open a blank text box to fill in, whereas if I click the Correspondence New button, it has fields to enter what type of communication was sent, who it was sent to, the subject, and the body of the correspondence. Click OK to save once entered. Moving on, the next tab is the Sales Orders tab. This tab will show a history of all sales orders this customer has ordered. By double-clicking on a sales order, you can see the full order in detail. The next tab in the Customer field is the Account tab. Enter the time period you would like to view from. This screen will show all invoices, amounts, and balances related to this company in the selected time frame. From here, clicking View Statement will produce a sendable account statement. If you are adding a new customer who currently has an open balance with you, this can be added through the Enter Opening Balance button in the bottom right corner. This is normally entered directly before going live with FlexiBake to ensure the account is as up-to-date as possible. Click the button, select the start date of the balance, and enter the amount. Once these fields are entered, click the OK button. In the bottom left corner is statement information, including Add Invoice Data, which allows you to add information such as a bill of lading number, wire transfer details, additional notes, or if you would like to hide default messages such as late payment or footer messages. View Transaction, which will open the highlighted invoice, and Preview Account History, which will produce an account history summary document. If you have purchased the online ordering module, which allows your wholesale customers to log into a secure online order portal and place orders themselves, create their login information through the FlexiBake Online tab. Create a custom user ID, create them a password, and enter their email address. Next, out of the available options, select those you would like to give the customer access to or hide from. The next area for us to look at in the customer profile is the Related Files button. Click this to add files the customer may have sent you, such as product lists, commendations, etc. To add a file, click Browse, find the file, double-click on it, give it a description, and click the Add button. Click Close to return to the previous window. Lastly, if your products are altered for this customer, click the Product Overrides button. From here, first select the product you want to make the changes to from the drop-down through either the product code or the product name. Change the specific information as needed, such as the slicing instructions, the name on the label, or the price on the label, and click the Add button once entered. Repeat this process as necessary for all products this customer receives altered. Click the X in the top right corner to close this window and return to the previous screen. Click OK to save the customer profile. This concludes this training video. Thanks for watching.